I packed a couple sandwiches inside that basket and brought some extra towels if anyone was asking. We should take a dip in that lake quick and then split. Then do something that's beyond what we both can imagine. Watch the sunset, we can watch the sunset. Watch the sunset, we can watch the sunset. Watch the sunset, we can watch the sunset. Watch the sunset, there goes a rainbow. Watch the sunset.
You heard? Alright, I'm about to spit some game to y'all, man. You know, just to do a little intro stuff. Remember, I know what I know, the subject I know. And what I emphasize is because I study about what I know. And, you know, I realized that people will never study exactly what I've been studying for years, which is what? The intricate, small, detailed nuances of what makes a woman fall in love with a man, and what makes a man fall in love with a woman. Again, this is a deep art. This is a deep understanding. This is a deep science. It could be broken down to a science, and it can be broken down to an art form. It's a mix of both, because science, the science part, is the genetics. You know, there's a saying in this field: attraction is not a choice. Meaning what? If I'm attracted to only Spanish woman, that's not a choice. That's what I'm attracted to. If the other person is only attracted to black people, that's the only thing they're gonna be attracted to is black people, and vice versa, Asian, whatever. Attraction is not a choice. But again, it gets deeper than that, because, you know, when you really understand a woman's mind, when you really understand a woman's mind, you understand that, and really this is, what I'm saying is for mature women. You know, and maturity doesn't have an age. I'm just simply saying for mature women. A mature woman understands what she's naturally attracted to, but also understands the other part of herself, which is 9 times out of 10 what she considers, you know, the attractive male in her world. Most of the time she doesn't choose. So for instance, if a girl's like, hey, you know, I'm attracted to, you know, a white man with a beard and all tatted up. Then she ends up with a short, let's say a short black guy. Now what's so funny about that, if you ask her, hey, I thought you were naturally attracted to, you know, blah, 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 this. Yeah, I know, but I really didn't like him at first. But then we started talking, and then it went from A to B to C. Now, you see, when I talk about this game, it's very intricate. It's a deep understanding about, first of all, thyself. This has nothing to do with anyone outside of you as a male. You know? Again, I haven't really touched upon these topics lately yet, just because I know how potent it is, and in order to receive this game that I'm talking about, like, y'all gonna have to pay me some money. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I taught y'all something, if I'm instilling some game in y'all, meaning you can't get certain things I say, the way I say it, how it's delivered, and you haven't got it from anywhere else but me, you know, to show appreciation on this planet, you know, exchange some currency. Because guess what? You only got one life. And if you didn't learn it from the males around you, or, you know, your father, you're gonna learn it from somebody. And I'm telling you, man, you know, I cracked the code. I decoded this a long time ago. Still continuing to decode it on other levels that, you know, is only reserved for people that are still hanging on, you know, this wavelength that I'm hanging on. Because it's gonna be hard to explain to people that have themselves as the most important person in their life. Meaning, you're self-centered, you're self-seeking, and you cannot learn this information if you're always self-seeking. It's always about you. You're always selfish. The world revolves around you. This game is not that. And that's why when I look at all these podcasts, men talking about, oh, you gotta make a certain amount of money, or you gotta look like this, and you gotta be this, and you gotta drive this car. I'm like, bro, like, y'all don't get women at all, because at the end of the day, in the real world, not on Instagram, and not what people portray, or not what people show you on Instagram, but in real life, you know, it's different. It's different. In real life, you have to understand why people respond to what they respond to. And it gets deep. It gets technical. It's not black and white. It's not girls only respond to this and men only respond to this. Now, there's outside things that majority of males are going to respond to, like some ass and some titties and a pretty face. Yes, cool. Now there's some things that girls are going to respond to naturally. Maybe a tall, good looking, handsome man that's well dressed. Maybe a car. Maybe the way he carries himself. Maybe the status he naturally has. Maybe his reputation. You know, there's certain things. Maybe how he, you know, the kind of like, I guess, how he carries himself in a way, like, you know, he seems confident. He's well spoken. You know, these are the things that on the girl side, they can all objectively go, wow, that's attractive in a male. You feel me? But that doesn't mean you're gonna get a girl. And probably one of the lowest levels, one of the smallest things you can do, and most men feel it's the biggest things. It's the biggest thing. The smallest thing you could ever do with a girl that you're trying to attract, and this is about to be funny as shit. I'm talking about the base level thing that a girl will stick with you only because this reason, and this is what males think, like this is the epitome of like you getting a girl, or you got her, or you know, she's locked in. The lowest basic level is sex. It is sex. Sex is one of the most basic level thing you can do with a girl and think she's yours.